this time.
Okay, and earlier this month, President Biden said that if Israel did not change its approach with regard to Gaza, then the U.S. would have to change its approach. Can you bring us up to speed about what Israel has done other than the steps that it announced in those immediate hours after the president?
So, look, we're continuing to have conversations, obviously, with our counterparts in the Israeli government. You know that, as you know, we put out a readout of the Rafah meeting yesterday, and it was a constructive meeting. So, obviously, the readout speaks out for itself. And as it says, the United States and Israel agreed on the shared objective to see Hamas defeated in Rafah. The U.S. side continued to express concerns with various courses in action in Rafah, and Israeli participants agreed to take these concerns into account and to have further follow-up discussions between experts. So certainly, as it relates to that, we'll have more to share, and we're going to continue to have those conversations with our Israeli government, with the Israeli government, with our counterparts there, and you know, the president made himself very clear. He made himself very clear.
So I'm actually talking about the commitments to do more to protect
No.
civilians and aid workers. Just this week,
Yes.
an Israeli strike hit a refugee camp that killed several children. So I'm asking about the commitments to better protect people and to get more humanitarian aid.
Well, I think speaking about Rafah is also protecting, right, almost 1.5 million Palestinians who are seeking refuge in Rafah. So that is something that I wanted to make sure that was very clear. We care about that, which is why the president has been consistent about not wanting to see a major military operation. So I think that is important for folks out there to note. And look, we've been really clear. You know, the president had that conversation with the prime minister about making sure that we protect innocent civilians, as I just mentioned, and also the humanitarian aid workers. Look, we do not want to see that type of any civilians, any innocent civilians' life taken. We don't want to see any humanitarian aid workers, their lives being taken as well, as they're doing really, undertaking some, you know, really brave actions by making sure that what we're seeing in Gaza, the humanitarian crisis, that they are attending to that and making sure that people get the food, get the aid that they need. And so we're going to continue to have those conversations. Israel the Israeli government said that they're going to take action, and we're going to continue to obviously speak with our counterparts there.
Thanks.
On Rafah, did the Israeli delegation give any indication that they were open to changing their plans?
So look, we're going to certainly continue to have those conversations. They shared their side of their concerns. We shared our concerns. I'm not going to go into details. We have the readout that we shared with all of you. Just don't have anything beyond that.
After the G7 meeting, the Italian foreign minister today said that the U.S. was informed by the Israelis at the last minute about this counterstrike in Iran. Is that accurate?
I'm not going to speak to our diplomatic conversations.